Imagine a world where you can send a spacecraft to the outer edges of the solar system, capture photons that left the sun 8 minutes ago, and analyze them with precision beyond human imagination, but where, simultaneously, a human being sits alone, scrolling endlessly through digital feeds, searching for meaning that feels just out of reach. It is a paradox of our time. We are capable of understanding the universe on scales both colossal and infinitesimal, yet we struggle to understand the universe within ourselves. I invite you to pause and consider this. Every letter in your name, every number hidden in the syllables of your identity, carries a subtle vibration. It is a vibration that has no telescope, no microscope, yet it resonates with your consciousness. Could it be that the universe isn't only out there in the vastness of stars and galaxies, but also within the seemingly ordinary sequence of letters that we call a name? We often speak of energy as if it is something confined to particles and waves, quarks and photons. Yet, consider this. Numbers themselves are the language of energy. Pythagoras once said, "Number rules the universe." Not in a mystical sense, but in the sense that patterns govern the cosmos. The same principle applies to the architecture of your own identity. Each letter of your name can be assigned a number, and through simple arithmetic, reduced to a single digit that reveals your spiritual vibration, a number that whispers of your tendencies, your potential, and the cosmic blueprint of your being. Picture it. Your name is a cosmic fingerprint, a code embedded in the language of creation itself. In this code, the number 1 is the spark of leadership, daring you to carve your own path. The number 2 vibrates with harmony and cooperation, reminding us that even in a vast, lonely cosmos, we are interconnected. 3 is creativity and joy. 4, structure and discipline. 5, adventure and transformation. 6, love and nurturing. 7, introspection and wisdom. 8, power and abundance. 9, compassion and universal service. Consider the number 8, the one that aligns with ambition and manifestation. It is a number of material and spiritual balance, reminding us that our personal achievements ripple outward into the world around us. How does this concept resonate in a society that often measures success in clicks, likes, and accumulation, rather than in contribution, in meaning, in connection? The universe is patient. It will not applaud your fame, but it will respond to your resonance, the vibration you emanate through every thought, word, and action. And yet, numerology is not a rigid destiny. It is a mirror, not a prophecy. It does not dictate the events of your life. It illuminates patterns and possibilities, much like astronomy predicts the motion of planets, but does not command human ambition. The cosmic dance continues. Whether we are aware of it or not, but understanding the patterns allows us to move with grace rather than stumble blindly. Let us consider an example. Someone named Eleanor might reduce to the number 3, a number of creativity, expression, and joy. As a 3, she may find herself drawn to art, music, storytelling, or simply the subtle act of transforming ordinary moments into experiences that uplift others. Yet the cosmos does not force her to create, it merely nudges her subtly, like gravity shaping the trajectory of a comet. The choice always is hers, and here lies the beauty. Awareness is power. Recognizing your number, your spiritual vibration, is like understanding your place in the cosmos, not as a single point of matter, but as an energetic resonance capable of influencing the vast network of life around you. It is both humbling and empowering to realize that even in a universe of billions of stars, your presence, your vibration matters. We live in an era of unprecedented technology and interconnectedness, yet many of us still experience the quiet void of disconnection. Numerology, when approached not as superstition but as a lens, allows us to reframe our lives with curiosity rather than fear. To know your number is to hold a compass, a way to navigate not only the external world, but the interior universe of your own mind and spirit. So I ask you, if the universe can speak in numbers through the motion of galaxies, through the frequencies of light, why should it not speak through the numbers embedded in your very name? And more importantly, how will you respond to that signal? Will you ignore it passively drifting like cosmic dust? Or will you align your actions with the vibration that resonates most deeply with your soul? The universe is not indifferent. It is vast, yes, but it responds to pattern, to resonance, to intention. And within this vast expanse, your name, your number, your vibration is a thread in a tapestry of infinite possibilities. To awaken to it is not merely to understand yourself, it is to acknowledge your responsibility as a conscious, aware participant in the ongoing cosmic story. And this, I would argue, is the most profoundly human of quests, to find meaning in the seemingly insignificant, to align one's life with patterns that echo through stars and numbers alike, and to act with humility and courage upon the awareness that our lives matter not just to ourselves, but to the unfolding story of the cosmos itself. And yet, here is the paradox that defines our age. We can map the surface of Mars in exquisite detail, yet so many of us remain strangers to the landscapes of our own hearts. We can detect gravitational waves rippling from colliding black holes, billions of light years away. Yet often we cannot perceive the subtle vibrations of our own potential, the gentle frequencies encoded in our names. And this is where numerology, approached as a disciplined exploration rather than superstition, becomes profoundly relevant. Each number, from 1 to 9, is more than a label. It is a vibration, a frequency, a signature, an energetic echo that resonates through your choices, your relationships, and your creative impulses. Consider the number 4, stability, structure, and order. To live in alignment with the energy of 4 is to appreciate the architecture of life, not in the sense of rigid rules, but in recognizing the scaffolding upon which all growth depends. It is like understanding orbital mechanics. Planets do not crash into their stars because they move in carefully balanced paths. Our lives, too, can move gracefully when we attune ourselves to the structural rhythm of our inner universe. Number 5, the number of transformation, freedom, and adventure is like a comet streaking across the night sky, unpredictable, dazzling, and capable of illuminating the dark spaces we otherwise overlook. To resonate with 5 is to embrace change, to step into uncertainty not with fear, but with curiosity, recognizing that even chaos has its patterns, and pattern, after all, is the language of the cosmos. Now imagine the number 7, introspection, wisdom, and spiritual inquiry. 7 is the physicist contemplating the cosmos, the poet contemplating existence. 7 is the stargazer peering through a telescope, realizing that the photons reaching their eyes left their source millions of years ago. And in that recognition, one experiences humility, awe, and an understanding that the universe is larger than oneself, but not disconnected from oneself. Even numbers associated with outward expression, 3 for creativity and joy, or 8 for ambition and manifestation, are ultimately a reminder that our personal resonance affects more than our own orbit. Each thought, each act, each intention sends ripples across the lives of others, like gravitational waves propagating through space-time. What you do, who you are, is never isolated. You are, at every moment, both particle and wave, both individual and interconnected. Consider for a moment historical figures through this lens. Leonardo da Vinci, whose name resonates with 7, was a seeker, a polymath driven by curiosity. Gandhi, aligned with 9, embodied the principle of universal service, demonstrating that understanding your own vibration is inseparable from contributing to the larger tapestry of humanity. These are not miracles, they are the result of alignment, personal understanding harmonized with purposeful action. And this brings us to an essential reflection. In a world increasingly dominated by algorithms, artificial intelligence, and screens, the question is not whether technology can calculate your name number, it can. The question is whether you, the human observer, will recognize the patterns of your own life, attune to the resonance of your own vibration, and take responsibility for it. Will you act? Not because someone told you to, but because you understand the cosmic weight of intention. Because here is the ultimate realization. Knowing your number, your spiritual vibration, is not the end of the journey, it is the beginning. It is the telescope that allows you to peer inward as deeply as we peer outward. It is the laboratory in which you can experiment with your own choices, testing the effects of alignment, intention, and action. It is a reminder that even amid the vastness of the universe, every life, every decision, every resonance matters. And so, as you calculate your number, as you reflect on its meaning, consider this: your vibration is not a label, it is a responsibility. It is an invitation to engage with the universe with awareness, to act with courage, and to contribute to the collective resonance of life itself. Every word you speak, every thought you entertain, every action you take, each of these is an expression of your frequency, radiating outward into the interconnected cosmos. So the challenge before us is simple yet profound: to live in harmony with our number, to honor our vibration, and to extend that awareness into meaningful action. To understand our vibration is to understand that our lives are not isolated. They are interwoven with the lives of countless others, with the planet that sustains us, and with the cosmos that nurtures us. In closing, I invite you to view your name not merely as a collection of letters, but as a cosmic signature, a vibrational code, a beacon. As you step into this understanding, let it guide you toward choices that are thoughtful, actions that are intentional, and relationships that are authentic. Let it remind you that curiosity is not a pastime, it is a responsibility. Let it remind you that self-awareness is not a luxury, it is a contribution to the larger story of existence. Because when you embrace the resonance of your name number, when you align your vibration with purpose, you are not merely living your life, you are participating in the most magnificent experiment imaginable. The conscious evolution of the universe itself through the small yet infinitely meaningful actions of a single human being. And in that recognition, perhaps we finally understand the universe is not indifferent. It is waiting for each of us to awaken to our vibration, to radiate our resonance, and to act not out of fear or obligation, but out of understanding, curiosity, and love. So calculate your number, feel its vibration, reflect upon its guidance, and then step boldly into the cosmos of your own life, knowing that even as a single note, your resonance contributes to the symphony of the universe. And that, my friends, is where the magic truly begins. And yet, in the middle of all this reflection, one cannot help but notice the tension between what we know and what we feel. Humanity has unlocked the secrets of the atom, discovered planets orbiting distant stars, and glimpsed the cosmic microwave background, the fossil light of the universe itself. And yet, we still struggle with questions as intimate as, who am I? Or what is my purpose? Perhaps this is not a contradiction, but a mirror of the universe itself, vast, complex, and filled with mysteries that can never be fully unraveled, yet can always be explored. Your name number is not a solution. It is a telescope, a tool, a lens through which to examine the gravitational field of your life. Just as astronomers use light to measure distance, motion, and history, you can use the vibration of your number to trace patterns in your decisions, your relationships, and your contributions to the world. Each calculation, each reflection, each moment of awareness is like plotting a star in the map of your soul. Consider the implications. If your vibration is 1, the number of leadership and new beginnings, you are invited to cultivate courage, to chart new trajectories, not just for yourself, but for the collective field of human experience. Leadership, in this sense, is not a position, it is an alignment with energy, a responsibility to act consciously and with integrity. If your number is 2, the number of balance and harmony, your gift is diplomacy, the ability to weave disparate threads of humanity into coherent understanding. Each choice you make is a gravitational nudge in the lives of others. And so it goes through the spectrum of numbers, each resonating with its own cosmic frequency. The number 3, joy and creativity, is like the photons streaming from distant stars, visible, inspiring, and capable of igniting imagination in those who observe. The number 4, the architect, teaches us that structure is not limitation, but the scaffolding that enables dreams to take form. The number 5, the adventurer, reminds us that chaos itself is a pattern waiting to be understood. Number 6, the nurturer demonstrates that love is not abstract. It is the fundamental glue of societies, a force as tangible as gravity. Number 7, the seeker encourages introspection, reminding us that wisdom is cultivated by observation, reflection, and humility. Number 8, the achiever, is the manifestation of potential into reality, the alignment of vision with effort. And 9, the humanitarian, is the understanding that no life is truly lived in isolation. All are part of a cosmic network of connection, consequence, and responsibility. It is tempting to dismiss these numbers as symbolic, as soft science, or as entertainment. But let me remind you, just as astrophysics is the study of forces we cannot touch but can measure, so too is numerology a study of forces within ourselves that we cannot see but can perceive. Your number is a gravitational field, a subtle pull influencing your orbit, your choices, and your relationships. Awareness of it allows you to navigate with intention rather than drift unconsciously, much like a spacecraft guided by precise calculations through the vacuum of space. And here, perhaps, lies the most important lesson, that self-awareness is not vanity, nor is it a private indulgence. Self-awareness is responsibility. Just as the Earth's gravitational field affects every object within it, your vibration affects those around you. Every word spoken, every action taken, every thought considered generates ripples, sometimes small, sometimes monumental, through the human network and beyond. To understand your vibration is to understand the power of influence, the significance of choice, and the gravity of presence. Consider the story of individuals who embodied these principles. Leonardo da Vinci, resonating with 7, reminds us that curiosity and introspection, combined with disciplined observation, can create insights that ripple across centuries. Gandhi, aligned with 9, demonstrates that compassion, when aligned with action, can bend the arc of history. Their lives are not magical, they are lessons in resonance, alignment, and conscious action. Each of us, too, has the potential to be a gravitational force in the lives of others, provided we first recognize the energy encoded within ourselves. And yet, this recognition is not the end. It is the threshold. The universe is not static, nor is your vibration fixed. Just as stars evolve, galaxies collide, and black holes warp space-time, your life is in constant flux. Awareness of your name number allows you to anticipate, adjust, and navigate these changes with intention. It is a dynamic map, not a rigid rulebook. Here is where personal responsibility merges with cosmic humility. In a universe billions of years old, our lives are but a momentary flicker. And yet, within that flicker lies the power to influence, to create, to connect, and to inspire. Understanding your number is a call to engage with that power consciously. It is a reminder that while the cosmos may be indifferent, we need not be. That within the infinitesimal speck of human existence, we can choose to act with wisdom, empathy, and courage. So what does this mean in practice? It means cultivating awareness. It means observing your thoughts, your behaviors, and the subtle energies you radiate. It means making choices that are aligned not just with immediate desires, but with long-term harmony for yourself, for those around you, and for the planet we all share. It means acknowledging that your vibration interacts with others, just as gravitational waves interact across the cosmos. And perhaps most importantly, it means taking action, not because someone told you to, but because you recognize the interconnectedness of all things and the responsibility that comes with awareness. And here is the final, profound insight. Your name, your vibration, your essence is a thread in the cosmic web. The universe is not only out there, it is in here, within you, within every choice, every thought, every act of kindness, curiosity, and courage. Numerology, when approached thoughtfully, is not superstition. It is a mirror reflecting the patterns, energies, and possibilities within you. It invites you to explore the architecture of your own being, the physics of your own potential, and the responsibility of your own resonance. So I invite you, calculate your number, feel its vibration, and then act. Let your awareness guide your intentions. Let your intentions guide your actions. let your actions ripple outward, influencing not just your immediate environment, but the larger human story. Understand that the cosmos is vast, that your life is fleeting, and that the interplay between these realities is what gives your existence meaning. And in the quiet moments when you reflect on your name, your vibration, and your potential, remember this: you are not insignificant. You are not isolated. You are a node in the vast network of existence, a note in the symphony of the cosmos, a spark of conscious energy capable of influencing the unfolding of the universe itself. To live consciously, aligned with your vibration, is to participate in the most magnificent experiment imaginable, the evolution of awareness in a universe capable of wonder. And that, my friends, is where true significance lies, not in fame, not in fortune, not in fleeting accolades, but in the conscious, deliberate, and connected act of being fully, authentically, vibrantly human. So calculate your number, reflect on its meaning, step into your vibration, and act. Not because the universe demands it, but because you now understand that within your fleeting existence lies the capacity to contribute to a universe that is, quite literally, still being written, and that, in the end, is the wonder of it all. That in this immense, incomprehensible cosmos, your life is a meaningful expression of its infinite complexity. Your resonance matters, your vibration matters, your action matters. And if you can carry this awareness with humility, curiosity, and courage, then perhaps, just perhaps, we are collectively creating a universe that not only exists but thrives with consciousness, connection, and care. Because when all is said and done, that is the true science of living, not merely to observe the cosmos, but to participate in it fully, consciously, and meaningfully in a way that honors the vibration within us all. And yet, even as we contemplate the significance of our vibration, it is crucial to remember that life is never static. Just as stars are born, evolve, and eventually collapse, so too does each of us experience cycles of growth, challenge, and transformation. Your vibration is not a fixed point, it is a dynamic force, a frequency that interacts with every choice, every environment, and every other person it encounters. Just as gravitational waves ripple through the cosmos, shaping the trajectories of planets and bending light across billions of years, your actions ripple through the human network in ways that are often invisible, yet profoundly consequential. It is tempting, of course, to wait for certainty, to believe that understanding your vibration will reveal a clear map of your future. But the universe does not operate on certainties. Stars collide, black holes form, galaxies merge. Chaos is not an enemy. It is the raw material from which order, structure, and beauty emerge. Similarly, the patterns of your life are not fixed. They are emergent, contingent upon your awareness, your choices, and the courage with which you act. Recognizing your vibration is not a guarantee, it is an invitation. An invitation to engage with life consciously, to steer your course with intention, and to embrace the responsibility that comes with being a node in the vast cosmic web of existence. Consider for a moment the humility this requires. In a universe 13.8 billion years old, our lives are fleeting a mere flicker of consciousness. And yet, within that flicker lies a remarkable potential. Awareness of your vibration allows you to align your actions with purpose, to act with intention rather than inertia. It transforms ordinary decisions into meaningful gestures, ordinary interactions into subtle contributions to the collective human experience. In a sense, understanding your number is like discovering that you hold a compass in a landscape filled with invisible currents. The compass does not carry you forward, but it shows you the forces at play, and it allows you to navigate with greater clarity and wisdom. And here is where personal responsibility merges with cosmic humility. Each act, each word, each thought carries weight. The way you choose to live, to speak, to contribute, or to remain indifferent resonates outward. You are not isolated, you are a participant in a complex web of relationships, choices, and consequences. Your vibration influences others, just as gravity influences the path of a satellite. Your awareness, like light traveling across the void, illuminates hidden corners of human possibility. This is why the science of living is inseparable from the science of self-awareness. It is why understanding your vibration is not a frivolous pursuit. It is a tool, a lens through which to examine the physics of your own potential, the mechanics of your relationships, and the architecture of your life. Like the study of distant galaxies, it is both observation and action. The universe is indifferent, yes, but your life is not. Within the infinitesimal window of your existence, you have the power to act consciously, to shape outcomes, and to contribute to the evolution of awareness itself. Let us reflect for a moment on what this means in practice. It means cultivating mindfulness, paying attention to the energies you radiate, and considering how your actions influence the lives of others. It means aligning your choices with your highest potential, not for personal gain alone, but for the benefit of the broader human network. It means recognizing that your vibration is a force, subtle but real, capable of creating ripples across time and space. And most importantly, it means acting not passively, not waiting for permission from the universe, but deliberately, courageously, and with full awareness of the responsibility you carry. Consider the lives of those who have exemplified this principle, from scientists who mapped the heavens to activists who reshaped societies, from artists who expanded human imagination to philosophers who challenged our deepest assumptions. These individuals understood the significance of their resonance. Their actions were not always grandiose. Often, they were subtle shifts, small yet deliberate choices aligned with their vision, their awareness, and their understanding of interconnectedness. Yet the ripples they created continue to propagate across generations. Your own life, your own vibration, can have similar effects, provided you choose to engage with it consciously. And this brings us to the final insight, the interplay between awareness, responsibility, and action. The universe is vast. Your life is brief. Your vibration is unique. And yet, within this paradox lies profound meaning. To live consciously is to acknowledge the weight of your existence while embracing the freedom to act. It is to recognize that while you cannot control the cosmos, you can control your response to it. That while you cannot alter the age of the stars, you can illuminate the world with the energy of your own presence. That while the universe may not care, you can care, and in caring, you participate in the most magnificent experiment imaginable, the evolution of conscious life within an indifferent cosmos. So calculate your number, feel its vibration, reflect on its meaning, and then act. Not because someone else told you to, not because of superstition or dogma, but because you now understand your place in the grand web of existence. Your life is a node in an infinite network. Your choices matter. Your resonance matters. Your consciousness matters. And when you live with this awareness, you contribute not just to your own evolution, but to the evolution of humanity itself. Because in the end, that is the essence of being human. To navigate complexity with curiosity, to act with intention, to embrace responsibility with humility, and to contribute to the unfolding story of the universe with courage and integrity. Your vibration is your invitation, your map, your call to conscious action. It is a reminder that even in a universe indifferent to our existence, we can choose to be agents of awareness, love, and connection. And so, I leave you with this thought. The cosmos is not only out there, it is in you, in the choices you make, in the energy you radiate, in the relationships you cultivate, and in the impact you leave behind. Your vibration is the bridge between your inner life and the outer world, between the fleeting moment of your existence and the infinite expanse of possibility. Embrace it, honor it, live it, and in doing so, contribute to a universe that is not only vast, but conscious, interconnected, and profoundly alive. This is the power of awareness. This is the science of your vibration. This is your invitation to participate fully and meaningfully in the magnificent unfolding of existence. And yet, even as we contemplate the vastness of the universe, there is something profoundly intimate about the idea of a vibration. Your vibration, it is, in essence, a bridge between the infinite and the individual, a subtle frequency that links you to everything else that exists. Consider that every atom in your body was forged in the heart of a star. Literally, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon that forms your cells, they all traveled billions of years through time and space to arrive here. And now, in this moment, they resonate with the same energy that drives galaxies, pulsars, and the cosmic microwave background itself. Your vibration is not abstract. It is a measure of your interaction with this universe, a reflection of the choices you make, the kindness you extend, the curiosity you pursue. It is a subtle echo of the cosmic processes that have unfolded for eons and will continue long after we are gone. And like the universe, your vibration is dynamic. It is shaped by thought, by action, by reflection. It can be amplified through awareness and focused intention. It can wane if ignored, but it is always present, always influencing, always connecting. Now, here is the paradox that makes this so fascinating. We live in a time of unparalleled technological advancement. We have instruments that peer into the furthest reaches of the cosmos, decode the secrets of DNA, and simulate entire universes in silicon. Yet, despite all this knowledge, so many of us feel disconnected, uncertain, or powerless. We struggle with meaning, with purpose, with the simple question of how to live well in a world that is increasingly complex. And that is exactly why awareness of your vibration matters. It reminds you that even in the midst of complexity, even amid forces beyond our control, there exists a domain where your choices are real, tangible, and consequential. Imagine for a moment the ripple effect of your consciousness. Like a photon escaping a distant star, your awareness travels outward, interacting with other particles, influencing trajectories, shaping possibilities. Each act of understanding, each intentional choice becomes a signal that can be detected, felt, and amplified by others. Your vibration is not merely personal, it is communal. It is the subtle language through which you converse with the rest of existence, often without even realizing it. And yet, this is not a call for grandiosity. You do not need to move mountains, solve world hunger, or discover new laws of physics to honor your vibration. Often, the most profound impact comes from small, deliberate acts of presence and engagement. Listening deeply, acting with integrity, choosing compassion over convenience. These acts, though subtle, accumulate over time, creating a resonance that is detectable far beyond your immediate perception. In physics, even the tiniest force can initiate a cascade of consequences. A butterfly flapping its wings, a neutrino interacting with matter, a planet nudged by a passing asteroid. So it is with your actions, and so it is with your vibration. This brings us to the heart of the matter: responsibility. If your vibration matters, then you have an obligation not to anyone else, not to any external authority, but to the universe itself and to the conscious life that has emerged within it. You have the responsibility to live deliberately, to cultivate awareness, to act in alignment with both your inner truth and the broader context in which your life unfolds. Because unlike the stars, we are not fixed in our trajectories. Unlike galaxies, we are not indifferent to the consequences of our actions. We are capable of reflection, of moral reasoning, of shaping our own evolution, and that is extraordinary. So I invite you to consider your vibration not as a number, a label, or mystical attribute, but as a lens, a scientific, philosophical, and deeply human lens through which to view your life. Ask yourself, how does my presence influence those around me? How do my choices resonate through the social, ecological, and cosmic networks to which I belong? What small, deliberate actions can I take today to align my vibration with the highest version of myself? These are questions rooted in both science and philosophy, in curiosity and ethics, in observation and action. And they are questions whose answers shape not just your life, but the lives of countless others, and perhaps even the trajectory of the human story itself. In the end, the universe does not need you to fulfill a purpose. It will continue expanding, stars will continue forming, galaxies will collide, and cosmic dust will drift in silence. But you, your consciousness, your awareness, your vibration can choose to matter. And that choice, however fleeting or subtle it may seem, is nothing short of miraculous. It is the point at which human responsibility meets cosmic wonder, where humility meets agency, where science meets meaning. So measure your vibration, reflect on it, feel it, and then act. Act in ways that honor your place in the universe, that recognize your connection to others, and that elevate the quality of your own life while contributing to the collective well-being of all. Your vibration is not a static property. It is a dynamic, evolving, and profoundly consequential force. Treat it as such. And when you do, you will find that life, with all its complexity, ambiguity, and imperfection, becomes a little more coherent. Your days gain texture. Your relationships gain depth. Your understanding of the cosmos and of yourself gains clarity. You will begin to see that the universe is not just out there, it is within you, resonating through your actions, your choices, your attention, and your awareness. And in that resonance, you participate fully in the magnificent, ongoing story of existence. So, yes, be curious about your spiritual vibration, but do not stop at curiosity. Let it guide you, humble you, inspire you, and compel you to act. Let it remind you that even in a universe billions of years old, even amid the indifferent vastness of space, your awareness, your responsibility, and your conscious action create ripples that matter. That is the essence of being human. That is the power of your vibration. That is the science and the poetry of life. And if you carry nothing else from this reflection, carry this. You are made of stardust, you are connected to everything, and you have the ability right here, right now, to influence the universe by choosing how to live. The stars do not care. The galaxies do not care. The cosmos will continue its magnificent dance regardless. But you can care, you can act, you can resonate. And in that act, you become a participant in something far greater than yourself, a conscious, aware, and living part of the universe. That, my friends, is the true measure of your vibration. So, as you go about your day, remember this: you are made of star stuff, literally. Every atom in your body once burned in the heart of a distant star. You are, in some very real sense, a living testament to the universe's ability to create complexity, consciousness, and wonder. And yet, you are also fragile, small, impermanent. In the grand cosmic scheme, the choices you agonize over, the emails you send, the traffic you endure, the little worries you carry, none of them matter to the cosmos. And that is exactly the point. That is where the beauty lies. You have this brief, fleeting moment of awareness in an indifferent universe. And what you choose to do with that awareness, how you let your vibration resonate, is up to you. So look up, look inward. Notice the connection between the atoms in your body and the stars overhead. Notice the impact of your choices, even the smallest ones, in the lives of others. Cultivate curiosity, act with integrity, and embrace the awe that comes from knowing that despite the vastness of space and the indifference of time, you are here, you are aware, you are alive, and in that awareness, you have the power to matter. After all, the universe doesn't need you, but the universe and everyone in it will be profoundly different if you choose to care. And that is worth thinking about.